Hey everybody, welcome to the G. Louise Book Series. I'm Christina, Kristina Deluise, and me and my friend here, who's gonna leave in a minute, are here to talk about Born in Death, one of the best books of the whole series. There's a few. There's about 5, 10 of them that are really outstanding and deserve many, 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 many stars. And this is one of them. All right, so we know Eve Dallas is a lieutenant with the New York City Police and Security Department. We know that she's had a really bad childhood. We know that she is uncomfortable in social situations. We know that she's married the richest man in the world, and there are some issues there that they have to deal with on a daily basis. Eve is learning. It's been a couple of years now. She's learning. They're getting along better. They're solving their issues, especially about money. Rock has this thing that he doesn't like the fact that she'll leave the house with no money in her pockets. I mean, didn't your mother always tell you to at least have a quarter in your pocket for the payphone if something happened? Those of you who are so, she has those issues. She's learning with it. And before we get on, please like and subscribe my channel. Please let me know I'm doing a good job. I have no fancy gimmicks. I have no fancy special effects. It's just me reading a book and talking about books. I'm very sorry. I am not technically savvy. So if you like to share my video on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, or spread it to all your friends or all the fans of Nora Roberts or JD, please do so, because I'm me, and I'm just reading books and talking about books. And this is one of the better ones of this series. Almost everybody's in this. And like I said before, Eve is very, very, very uncomfortable in social situations. And she's never, because she was raised in the foster system, she never went to parties, she never got presents, she never got gifts. So when she is given gifts, she is extremely uncomfortable, and she has no idea on how to shop for stuff. She just has no clue in that social aspect of this thing. Now, if you have a best friend and you would do anything for your best friend, and Mavis is Eve's best friend, and Eve promised, and it's probably like, it's only 9 or 10 months in book time, but it's probably 10 or 11 books in book time, and probably about 10, I don't know, 5, 10 years. I really don't. Oh no, she does 4, at least 3 years in book time, if not longer. That Eve promised Mavis that she would be there when she delivered. And the book starts out with Eve and Rourke in, oh my God, what are we doing here? How do I get out of it? Let's plan an emergency off-planet type situation. It's just hysterical. And what we find out is that Natalie Copperfield and Big Bison have been murdered, and Tandy Willoughby, a friend of Mavis's, has disappeared. And to find out how those are all connected and what the murder, what the reasonings behind it and the whodunit, you'll have to read the book. But there are a couple of, I can't help it, people tell me not to do this, but I got to do it anyway because it just cracks me up 6 ways to Sunday. Because like I said, Eve is just horrible with social situations. She never ever experienced social situations prior to meeting up with Mavis and Peabody and Rourke and Leonardo and Mira and Feeney and McNabb and Leonardo and Nadine. She's never had to deal with these situations before. And you wait, that Icove case is coming to bite you in the butt. How's it going there, Casanova? You gonna stay for Mommy's video? So, like I said, Mavis is Mavis is Eve's best friend, and Peabody is also not only Eve's partner, but she's one of Eve's best friends. And Peabody says, the baby shower's coming up. Are you set? Yeah, Eve says, or hopes she was. I made her this sweet baby blanket while I was in the weaving mode over the holidays. It's all rainbow colors. I'm doing this cute little booties and hat too. What did you get her? I don't know. There we go. You haven't gotten her a shower gift yet? You're cutting it close. I got a few days. Eve glanced over. You could go buy something to cover it. I'll pay you. You have to buy it yourself. It's not right. Peabody folded her arms. She's your oldest friend, your best pal, having her first baby. You have to buy it yourself. Damn it. I'll go with you. We can swing by the baby place she's been haunting after we hit the offices. Grab some lunch, too. Eve's worst nightmare. And then, a few chapters later, we're having this talk, and Peabody brings up the shower again. You put it off and you'll be sorry, and you'll have to shop by yourself for baby stuff. I'm not shopping with or without you. I'm just going to buy something, and it better not take over 10 minutes. This is her best friend. It better not take over 10 minutes. Because Eve is so uncomfortable with social situations. She's never had to do this before. She's just never ever had to do this before. It's always something with you. There probably won't be anywhere to park. I should just get something online. You just tell me what I should get and I'll get it. Isn't that enough? No, B.I. You'll thank me when Mavis gets all soft and gooey. I don't like soft and gooey unless it comes in chocolate. Speaking of chocolate, what kind of cake did you get? I don't know. You didn't get a cake? I don't know. Probably. Because the idea of the shower, what she had to do, hadn't done, should do, made her stomach jitter, Eve squirmed. Look, I called the caterer, okay? I did it myself. I didn't dump it on Rook. I didn't ask, God forbid, Somerset to handle it. Well, what did you ask for? What's the theme? What do you mean, theme? You don't have a theme? How can you have a baby shower without a theme? Jesus Christ! I need a theme? I don't even know what that means. I called the caterer. I did my job. I told her it was a baby shower. I told her how many people, more or less. I told her when and where. She started asking me all kinds of questions, which gives me a fucking headache. And I told her not to ask me all kinds of questions, or she was fired. Just do whatever need doing. Why isn't that enough? Peabody sighed. Give me the caterer's info and I'll check in on her. Does she do the decorations too? Oh my God, I need decorations! It gets worse. You'll have to read the rest of those pages for yourself. It just cracks me up 6 to Sunday. But then we have one more problem. All right. Now, I mentioned this previously that Eve has an issue with Rourke's money. Well, it turns out that certain people at Central have a problem with her being married to Rock. And there's a lot of financial stuff because Copperfield and Bryson were accountants. So she needs a money person on this, and she wants Rook to do it because he can do it better than anybody else. And her work has a problem with her using Rook because they're married and all that kind of stuff. And when she tells Rook, they have a big, huge tiff on it. So they have to get past that difficulty in this book too. And there's just so much fun in this book with the I would read you the punchline, but I don't want to give it away. But in the audiobooks, Peabody wakes up yawning, and her yawn and her answer to Eve's question while she was half asleep solves the whole case. And you wait for it on the, and also in another book in the future, it's just awesome. Everybody's in this book, and Mavis has her kid in this book, spoiler alert, and other people have kids in this book, spoiler alert. And it is so good, and it's so much fun, and the baby shower is so much fun, and the if it wasn't for Peabody, Eve may have Mavis as a best friend, but Peabody is her rock. Eve couldn't do much of anything without Peabody. And there's a couple of future books with the Christmas presents just cry. Oh, I just love it. I love the holiday parties. So you've got to check this out. And if you really enjoy the interaction between Eve and Peabody, this is the book. I swear, if it wasn't for Peabody, poor Mavis, but Peabody does a lot. She really does a lot. She goes above and beyond for Eve. And because Eve isn't capable of doing it. She's just never had those social situations before. She has no clue. And she's just so lost. But it's a really good book, and to discover what Copperfield and Bison and Tandy Willoughby and some other victims have in common, and the unexpected happy ending. Well, there's like 4 or 5 happy endings. Please check it out. Born in Death. And please like and subscribe my channel. Let me know I'm doing a good job. Okay, thank you.